Yes, sir. You feel me knocking? Well, let me in. What's up, guys? Your boy Trippy here with another reaction video. This one's by your boy Tom Macdonald, titled "If I Was Black." Yes, I know, sounds controversial, but you know it's Tom Macdonald, so you know it's gonna be straight bars, you know it's gonna be straight fire, and you know it's gonna be straight facts. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. Wait, pause. Almost forgot. There were so many people that recommended this video. I'm not sure if it was from my last reaction video, Tom Macdonald, or one before it, but there were so many people, so I'm just gonna pick 3 random people and just drop their names right here down below. And also, thank you for the guys. I've been noticing a couple guys have sent just a few bucks through Cash App, and I do appreciate it. I don't care how much it is. So what I did was, for my PayPal, I made a PayPal pool. So you want to donate to that instead, and you can see how much people have donated or whatever, and you can keep track of that. But I do appreciate all the love and support and all my new subscribers. Thank you very much, because I'm trying to do this YouTube thing for real, but I need your support and your help to get there. So let's go ahead and knock out this Tom Macdonald reaction. I'm really excited to hear this because I really, this is probably one of the most excited ones that at all the Tom Macdonald songs I've been recommended, because every time I talk about the black and white thing, they say listen to this one. So I'm really nervous, not really nervous, but more anxious and excited. So let's go and knock this thing out. Let's get it.
If I was black, probably wouldn't with anyone who's white, cause that slave.
Wait, pause. I'm gonna run it back. But I love how he has his little white head over a black, but I don't know why, that just looks so funny to me, but I don't know, it's kind of funny. I'm gonna run it back one more time.
If I was black, probably wouldn't with anyone who's white, cause that slavery would honestly always be on my mind. If I was black, probably wouldn't ever wanna drive, cause if police pull me over, I might around and die. If I was black, I won't lie, I'd be scared to walk at night. The whole neighborhood is tripping like I'm out committing crimes. I'd be pissed at all these cracker rappers singing about my life. Stole my music, stole my style, give it back, that is mine. If I
Wow, okay, first of all, I'm gonna pause for, I don't know if he's trolling. I don't know if he's not trolling. He's really serious. That is a real good. Like that's something like you don't expect a white person to understand. Like when it comes to like what it's like to be a black person. The fact that Tom Macdonald can understand like off rip, like a few fears. Not every black person has this fear, but it's a few fears that most black people have in the black community. But and he's actually acknowledging that there is some people that, you know, still the black community's culture, like in my opinion, the black community's culture is one of the most copied. Like everybody's fucking like we're basically trendsetters. Anything our culture does is a trendsetter. So I'm glad he acknowledged that. Like I said, I don't know if he's trolling or whatever, but if he can just, you know, if he's aware of that really says a lot about Tom Macdonald, who he is as a person and a rapper. Let's go and get back into it.
I was black, just look at the facts, we don't stand a chance. 1 in 3 is locked away, over half don't know they dad. See, white privilege ain't a money thing, but it's white people who are running things. Y'all benefit from your coloring, my pigment produce suffering. It's all white pride, white power, white lies, white houses, white guys, whitewashing. My brothers, my sisters, my culture while I'm watching. If I was black, I'd probably hate myself from they say racism made me racist, and I am not the one to blame.
Oh, racism made me racist, and I'm not the one to. Damn. Oh, that's a hard bar. I mean, I'm not racist. Like I love all colors, but I definitely feel what he's saying, and I kind of like how he has like the Black Panther thing in the background. And I don't want anybody coming in the comment section talking about the Black Panthers was a terrorist group. Were they militant? Hell yes, but they weren't a terrorist group. Like they were something serious. Don't get me wrong. They were definitely a force to be reckoned with. But at the same time, there wasn't no terrorist group. So I don't want nobody coming in the comment section talking about all that crap. Just looking into what they did to Fred Hampton before you talk about the Black Panthers. But yeah, I like how his videos, like, besides like what he's rapping in his videos tell a lot more. So well, that's one thing I love about Tom Macdonald's videos. I fucking love it. But so far, man, I fucking loving what he has to say. I don't want this to be like that one song I fucking reacted to. I sound like a fucking fool because I thought Tom Macdonald was apologizing, and turns out he flipped the script, and went Super Saiyan. So, but I'm still giving this a chance. I really fuck with this song so far. I fuck with the lyricism, and I really love his message so far. So let's get back into it.
Hey, y'all won't say it to my face. In the circles you feel safe. Y'all been using words they made for us when we were slaves. Hey, wait, whoa. I know that was long ago. If I was black, I'd want my reparation money paid. If I was
Man, Tom MacDonald. Jesus. I mean, to this day, we have not got our reparations. I don't think that I deserve necessarily reparations, but there has to be some type of reparations for slavery. Because when you look at every other race that's gone through some type of, because almost all races have gone through some type of, terrible shit, like as a race, and they got their reparations. Like Native Americans got their reparations. Fucking the Jews, well, that's not America, but over in Germany, they got some form of like reparations, or some form of like something. They got something. We were promised 40 acres and a mule. Didn't get that. We were promised once you fought for this country, you're a free man. We didn't get that. Once the Emancipation Proclamation happened, it wasn't until another 2 years that all the slaves were, free. And even after then, really there was still slavery going around, secret, privately, slavery still going around until like the 20s, 30s, and 40s, all the way up to the 60s that people don't know about. So, I mean, definitely, I think there has to be some type of reparations, especially for the Tulsa Massacre. Like, they deserve reparations because they literally destroyed generational wealth. And I had somebody in the comment section that it really made me hot, and I do apologize if somebody saw that because I never supposed to have an open conversation, but a comment like that really made me mad, to where they try to discredit the Tulsa Massacre like it didn't happen, like when there's proof that it happened. Like, I'm not going to go much into that, but yeah, I really do believe there has to be some type of reparations, like for African Americans or the ones of African descent. Now, if you was from fucking Jamaica and you just look like me, I don't think that's fair. But I think it should be for the descendants. Like, I don't know if y'all watched The Watchmen. I feel like The Watchmen I think it's on HBO, or I think that's a perfect way of reparations. Like, they did it for like the Tulsa descendants. Like, it wasn't for everybody, just for the descendants. And I think that's a good thing to do, because they messed up generational wealth that was going to set up empires. Like, you have a whole district full of black people where they were their own doctors. Fucking they ran the stores, they ran the banks. Like, everything like was black owned, and they bombed it all, like everything. So you really fucked up generational wealth. Like, bombed the theaters, like multiple businesses. Like, it was insane. So I do believe there has to be some type of reparations for some African, not all, but some African Americans in this history, especially the ones of like the descendants of like all the genocidal bullshit. But yeah, I definitely agree. And the fact that Tom's saying this, like, I still don't know if he's trolling. Like, so I wanna wait another 30 minutes to a minute to really give this song out, because right now I really fuck with what he's saying, and I really love that he can understand if he does, or I don't know if he talked to another black person that felt this way, so he can get their opinion to write this song. But even if he's that conscious and aware, I really this is making me fuck with Tom MacDonald a lot more. So let's get back into it.
I take the police, I take the whole clan, I put holes in their sheets. If I was black, I put gold on my teeth. So if you think I'm broke, you will know when I speak. If I was black, it's my face on a T, R.I.P. underneath, or my name next to free. If I was black, I would die in these streets, just for speaking my mind, because I had a dream. If I was black, probably wouldn't ever do my taxes. Why support a government that persecute my blackness, or pay the wage of law enforcement putting us in caskets, or help to build the prisons that we trapped in? If I was...
Let's talk about that for a second. This is something, now, when I talk about the history, I'm mostly talking about the prison system. If you knew how fucked up the prison system and the justice system is, and like the prison pipeline they have set for Black and brown Americans, like, if you knew, like, this is why I get so upset about it, because a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know, like, well, I mean, you know, but people don't care. It's like, the prisons are basically modern day slavery. Now, when I said in one of my past videos to watch 13th, a documentary, yes, it's on Netflix, but somebody came in the comments, oh, you want to watch something on Netflix, blah, blah, blah. Dude, just watch it. Like, you didn't even watch the trailer, man. You already dogging it. Like, I said this for a reason. I'm not going to tell y'all to watch some bullshit. Like, I said this for a reason because there's a lot of facts in it that people don't know. And the biggest thing is how the prison system got set up. And if you know 13th was 13th, it's the 13th Amendment. Basically saying, you know, slavery, it basically abolishes slavery unless you're a prisoner. So that's the only way you can get free labor or whatever it is, if you're a prisoner. So back then, they was just rounding up black people for the most bullshit crimes just to put them in prison, you know? Now, and they have a timeline set up to how much prisons have grown over and over, like over the years. And one of the biggest statistics I seen where it wasn't just affected, like, it wasn't just a shot at like Black and brown people, but like on, what's the word I could put for this? Like, basically, if you have money, you can pay your way out of prison. And people don't know that 97% of people that are in prison because they didn't go to trial. Like, that's a real statistic. 97%. That means 3% of people in prison today fought, like, and they lost, and they had the money to fight and lost. But 97% of people in prison today are in prison because they didn't have a trial. They fucking just took the plea deal when they probably could have fought it and won. And I think that's a statistic that everybody should look into. And like, honestly, like, that's why I tell everybody to watch the documentary, because that taught me so much when it came to the prison system. I stopped looking at prisoners like animals, to start looking at them as human beings. Like, I really don't care. Like, I mean, if you just a fucking rapist or some shit like that, like, or a child murderer, you know, something like that, something like heinous, like, yeah, you deserve to be that motherfucker. I'm talking about the ones with, you know, non-violent crimes, like, especially like for weed, or like you didn't pay your taxes or some shit like that, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, non-violent offenders. I think I started seeing them more as humans, and, you know, I started being more empathetic towards a lot of prisoners because of that documentary. And that really opened my eyes a lot. And I encourage everybody to check that out. And I don't want nobody coming to the comment section talking about, oh, it's on Netflix, blah, blah, blah. Just watch it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, I show my friends this. They thought it was bullshit, and I show my friends, and it opened their eyes too. Like, it's not about a left or right thing. It's just a right or wrong thing, man. Like, bottom line. Like, man, let's go and get back into it.
Black, I be mad. People glorify the trap while we dying every day, fighting for everything we have. It ain't diamond.
Facts. I know I just started, but I had to pause it again. That is fucking facts, because that's one thing I see. I have a lot of friends, and I know they want to be hood so fucking bad, but one thing I tell them is, nobody in the hood wants to be in the fucking hood, man. Like, I don't know why y'all glorify this shit so much. Like, when you hear rappers talking about it, they're talking about it because that's their environment. That's all they know. But when you're talking, you don't know what that's like, man. Like, you got both parents at home. You know, you never had to worry about shit. Your parents pay everything for you. Why are you fucking want to live this hood lifestyle so fucking bad? I don't get it, the infatuation of the hood, because the hood is not pretty. There's nothing pretty about it. So, and I really hate, I'm not talking just of, there's all races doing this shit, like trying to be hood. I'm not talking about white people. I'm talking about all races. I've seen it from all fucking races. They live in good house homes. They have it made. They have their whole life planned out for them, but they would rather live their life on the edge, fucking living this gangster lifestyle. Like, why? Like, I promise you, somebody in the hood would trade with you in a fucking heartbeat. I promise you. Like, man, I hate that shit. Let's get back into it.
Racks, this is systematic plan. They put us in the ghetto, gave us HIV and crack. If I was black, I'd hate America. Appropriate my.
I ain't trying to pause it, but goddamn, there's so much pause-worthy shit in this fucking song. Like, he's talking about the CIA dropping cracks in the 80s. Man, shout out to Snowfall, one of my favorite shows. But that's also true. I mean, it ain't been proven, but it's also something we all know. Like, we all fucking know this shit's true. But I'm glad he's dropping this song because he's dropping a lot of knowledge that I already know, that I be trying to tell other people, but I can never like really put it in words because there's so fucking much. Like, how can I get y'all to understand? I think this is the perfect song to get somebody to understand. So I really fuck with this. Let's get back into it.
Appropriate my character and sell it to Caucasians who wish they were from my area. If I was black, I wouldn't give a fuck about the greater good. My grandma can't afford a rent, y'all gentrified our neighborhood. All lives matter, so stupid, y'all hijacking our movement. Black lives matter cause we losing innocent youth to police shootings. If I
That's what I just fucking said in my last video. Like, I literally just said that. I was like, and somebody got mad. I wasn't like necessarily shitting on All Lives Matter. I was just saying I can't fuck with it because it's a protest against a protest. I don't care what your fucking reason is. It is a protest against a protest. Like, I don't care like what you say because all lives matters. I'm not trying to talk shit about it, but it's contradicting. It's hypocrisy. You say all lives matter, but the same people who support all lives matter are also for ICE pushing out, immigrants, trying to push them out back to Mexico. And I think that's hypocritical. Like, it contradicts itself. Like, but also stating how all lives matter is basically hijacking Black Lives Matter, not the organization, the movement. Fuck the organization. I'm talking about the movement. Two different things. I'm talking about all lives matter is hijacking the movement. And I hate it when people came in my comments talking about, man, it made me so mad because like a lot of people are missing the point. Like, I'm not talking shit about nobody. I'm just saying, like, man, how can I put this in words? Like, you're missing the point. Like, when I talk about Black Lives Matter, even when I said I'm not for the organization, I'm for the movement is a good thing. I don't understand why people are shitting on it because there's people rioting and looting. Like, you're going to have that. Like, that comes with it. Like, even when people have stated that the protests have been peaceful, but you have a couple people who are rioting and looting. Yes, I know. I don't want to say a couple. It's been more than a couple, we know. But it's not the whole fucking movement. Like, it's like people are trying to find an excuse not to support this movement, and it's fucking sad. I got in an argument with a dude the other day. It wasn't an argument, it was a discussion. We was going back and forth to the point where I just couldn't talk to this dude because he wasn't trying to listen. I was like, dude, like, you're sitting here telling me that the police are the problem, but you're still like hating on Black Lives Matter. Like, instead of hating on Black Lives Matter, why don't you take that energy you're putting to discredit Black Lives Matter and put that, energy into the police? Because from what he was telling me, the police was the problem. I always say is, man, stop trying to criticize the fire and not what started. But yeah, and I'm really glad Tom Macdonald's saying this shit because this is shit I've been saying. Just, it's hard for me to put in words, but I really fucks with this. Let's get back into it.
Black, the only role models I'm shown is the rich black rappers pushing guns and drugs and hoes. Yeah. Hey, y'all won't say it to my face. In the circles you feel safe. Y'all been using words they made for us when we were slaves. Hey, wait, whoa. I know that was long ago. If I was black, I'd want my reparation money paid in full. If I was black, I'd take the police, I'd take the whole clan, I'd put holes in their sheets. If I was black, I put gold on my teeth. So if you think I'm broke, you will know when I speak. If I was black, it's my face on a T, R.I.P. underneath, on my name next to free. If I was black, I would die in these streets just for speaking my mind because I had a dream. If I was black, you'd attack when I say I'm proud cause you're mad that you ain't allowed. If I was black, y'all ever tried to take me down, one fist in the air, I would stay my ground. If I was black, I'd take the police, I'd take the whole clan, I'd put holes in their sheets. If I was black, I'd put gold on my teeth. So if you think I'm broke, you will know when I speak. If I was black, it's my face on a T, R.I.P. underneath, on my name next to free. If I was black, I would die in these streets just for speaking my mind because I had a dream. If I was black.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, that's probably my new Tom Macdonald. That's probably my favorite song by Tom Macdonald, to be honest. That shit was hard. I really fucked with that. That shit was hard. I love the message. I love how he understood the perspective that he was rapping about. He killed it. He fucking destroyed that. man, dude, he really got me thinking. Not like thinking in deep thought, but it's more so thinking about him as a person, or and him as a rapper. Like, I'm starting to become more and more, not just because this song, just his awareness and his ability to articulate things to make people understand or get other people to understand. So I'm really fucking with Tom Macdonald. So yeah, guys, this is Tom Macdonald, If I Was Black. Let me know what you guys think about this song down in the comments and your opinions about my opinions, and we can have an open discussion. Once again, just no hate, leave it all love. I don't care if we disagree, just as long as we have a conversation and keep it respectful. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It's your boy Trippy. We out.